let's pack a healthy lunch. We got waters to drink. For our snack, we have boiled eggs and grapes. And then for lunch, we have a snack, chicken salad, crackers, some applesauce for our afternoon snack, and some trail mix. I think we got it healthy. Hey friends, let's go dashing. Boy, have I missed my car. I'm glad to be out trying to dash. So when I signed on, my app has been updated and I'm kind of liking it. So before, I could only see the Clarksville, Louisville area. But now I'm here and I could be 5 minutes away from a zone and I can see all of this now, which is going to be very helpful. Before, even though these zones were closer to me, I wouldn't be able to see them because I could only do the Louisville area. So now I can see a lot of the Indiana options, and I'm so excited about that. So it was busy a minute ago. I thought I had scheduled today, but I didn't. So just out trying to see what I can get done. All right, I just got my first order from Uber for $7 going 5 miles from Jimmy John's. Let's go get it. Well, yesterday didn't go well. I only did that one order. Things happened. I couldn't get on DoorDash, and Uber's just not really paying off very well. So I'm starting again, scheduled to DoorDash until like 11:30. So I do have Uber on, and I just got my first order for Starbucks for $6.86 going 5 miles. And hopefully this will be a more productive day. On my way to Dunkin' Donuts. Just got a $9 offer going like 5 miles. So I'm going to take it to Tropical Smoothie. All right. They added a $3.47 Jimmy John's for 1 mile. I wasn't real thrilled about it, but they first sent it for $1.87 or something. So for $3.47, I figured I could do it. Jimmy John's is usually fast. I'm going for $5, 8 miles on DoorDash from Corolla's rotisserie chicken. I've had it before a couple of times. It's really good, but it's going to be hard to get to it. I've got to make it like all these U-turns. But $5 for 8.5 miles isn't good, but I do like where it's leading me, and it gets me my first DoorDash order of the day. It wasn't so bad. He gave me a $5 cash tip. So that was good. This $10 order going 18 miles. Terrible, but I'm taking it. I just made it back to silver because I had turned it on, like I said, the other day. It was like 1 to 2 minute wait, and it took 20 minutes. And the few I did get was like $2 for 1,000,000 miles. So I want to keep my silver. Plus, I'm just trying to make my 100 as fast as I can. So, with that $5 cash tip, that's pretty good. So I'll have made 20 bucks in the first hour anyway. And then it is busy in the other area that it's taken me to. It's a horrible order. What can I say? But I'm going to do it anyway. That was a really long drive for not very much money. But normally I don't listen to the radio except on Fridays. But tomorrow I'm not working because it's Grandparents' Day at the school. So I thought I'd listen to the radio, and they're playing all my favorite songs. So I got to ride and jam out. And then I've delivered to this lady before. She's like a really old lady that can't get out. What do they call it? A shut-in. And she did tip $6. So, I remember my husband's step-grandpa. If you did something for him, he'd pay you $2. He thought he did something great. So it's just a different way of thinking. And so I don't feel so bad now. I'm glad I took the order, even though it might have cost me a little bit. It's nice. She actually met me outside and chatted for a minute. So that was nice. So back to the zone, which is going to take me a long time, but oh well. Well, shucks, it looks like it's going to rain and my window just broke. So we got to go fix it. Let's see if we can get this done. It's always like some kind of obstacle, no matter what I do. Always have an obstacle. Let's see if I could get this. Well, that was easier than I expected. It would not roll up by itself though. All right, just made it back into the zone and got a $5 dollar store order for 2 items for 1.8 miles. All right, this is a hint to me with the pen, and she texted and said I need to give it to the receptionist. Okay, she just got back with me and told me the pen number. It's like, I don't know what to do because I guess, she's at work and she can't have it. So at least she got back with me. All right. Bad thing about being at work. I know I'm at a handicapped spot, but it will take literally 1 second. I forgot how bad the dollar store was. So neither one of the items that they ordered at the dollar store was there. I had to do their substitution. So there goes the pro shopper, right? So I've only got about 10 minutes left on DoorDash. So I went ahead and turned on Uber, see if I could catch anything, and then I could get back on DoorDash at 2 o'clock. So just about an hour, 15 minutes before I can get back on and see if I can't catch anything. I'm a little over halfway there. So I'm hoping to have $100 by 5, which is really bad hourly, but makes me happy because I'm not overdoing it today. My first full day back. All right, I've got an 850 order for Myers for 8 things going 6 miles. And I'm like, so I looked at the items. It's like these 6 little cake cups. I don't know what these are. It's gonna be complicated. And some Hawaiian punch, and then some cookies. So I figured it might be easy, but I'm not sure. Kind of weird snacky order. So that'll be my last order for until I could get back on DoorDash. All right, I think I got that last order, even though it was a dollar tip, to bring me down here, remind me to stop, take a break, eat lunch. I'm at the river and gonna eat that healthy lunch that I worked so hard on. Okay, I have 30 minutes before my next shift starts on DoorDash, so I'm gonna eat this, enjoy this beautiful scenery, and then I'm only about $33 away from my goal, so I think I can do it. All right, so I thought I would just go down just a hair. Here's Rosie the Riveter. She lived in Clarksville, Indiana, which is where I dash. And then there's a better thing of Skyline of Louisville and the Belle of Louisville going down the river. I thought that we can do it. Could do anything. It says, widowed at 22, Rose left Kentucky with her 2 children and found employment as a riveter working on B-24 bombers. World War II united Americans like no other event in our history. To help our nation, over 6 million Rosies took jobs to support the war effort. When actor Walter Pidgeon visited her plant, he chose Rose to appear in his documentary promoting war bonds and crowned her Rosie the Riveter. After the war, Rosie and her family resided in Clarksville, Indiana. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I got 2 Myers orders for 21 items, going 8 miles for $19.50. I took it. All right, look at these vehicles. Trans Am. Oh, what is that? A Chevy, maybe a Chevy Impala, a Dart. Oh, I can't figure out the yellow one though. I gotta get closer. Hold on. Let's see. I still don't know. It's a Chevy symbol. Firebird. All right, if you know what kind of car that yellow one is, let me know. I don't know if I got a good enough angle. If I get closer, it says on the side of it, I can see the chrome piece, but there's too many cars in front of me. It's driving me crazy. I know the rest of them. So that's cool. I love old cars, but I finally figured it out. It was a Malibu. So all of this should be an easy drop off. It's only 3 minutes from the store. come out, it's only going to be a few minutes to the other one. However, the high school's just letting out, and it's going to be a nightmare dropping this off and getting out. So we'll see how this goes. All right. That wasn't so bad, now was it? I was doing something on my phone and an Uber order came through and I accepted it, not knowing I accepted it. That drives me crazy. But anyway, $4, 2 miles, Dunkin' Donuts, and that'll get me down to what, $15 needed. So just keeping on moving. Well, that took a little bit, but I got a subscriber, so that's good. All right, on my way to deliver. I am 6 minutes away for a whole $4. That's all right. It's even showing my zone is busy. Still, I can't get an order. It's been almost right at a half hour, and it's saying 2 to 8 minutes. It's been a half hour. I can't get an order. I have stopped it, everything. I don't know what else to do. Well, I finally got an order off the DoorDash. It's terrible. It's only $4.25 for 4 miles, but I took it because I hadn't got one yet, so I didn't know what to think. So, all right, Chick-fil-A, here I come. This is literally just across the road from Chick-fil-A, so that makes it nice. The worst part was waiting at that light. It took forever. Leave at my door. This guy says, please do not forget my drink. So I've delivered to him several times, but I guess somebody keeps forgetting his drinks. Poor guy, his drink. But for $4, I mean, you know, even though it is across the street, they don't consider the wait time and the gas and getting in and out of your car. All right, I got my last order of the day. It's a Wingstop, the old dreaded Wingstop, going 5 miles. I'm near it, and it's taking me the direction I was already going. So unless I get something going closer to home, this should be it. On my way to Wingstop. I have a pickup for Shelby. Well, I messed this one up. The same road name is somewhere closer to home. I went the opposite way. So this might not be my last order because I'm going to try to work my way home. Bummer. Well, I was going to try to get an order going home, but it kept giving me $2 orders going the opposite way, and I am just barely hanging on to silver. So I went in at my dash. It's 4:30. I worked 7.5 hours and I made 107 about, as long as the tips come through, blah, blah, blah. So that's about $14.30 an hour. Yikes. But my goal was to make $100. So I did that. And then it was about stamina. Today's the first day that I actually am out all day and trying to get back into the swing of things and build up my strength. So I did that. But the main thing that kept coming to my mind is, you know, I see a lot of people like on Facebook or different social media outlets talking about how can I make some quick money or how can I pay for this or whatever. You know, if you stick with your goal, which more my goal was stamina than it was money, but I have to have a money goal or I'll lose track. You know, if you just keep going and keep going, you can do it. You know, positive thoughts, positive energy. It is frustrating whenever you're sitting around not getting orders and you do want to give up. But if you just hang tight, this morning was rough not being on DoorDash or anything. Uber's been really bad around here the last couple of weeks. Again, I've only worked a couple hours here, a couple hours there, just to make a little extra. Um, you know, it's starting to pile up on me not being at work. I've got to make this money, you know, little by little. I have something in the works to take care of my money situation, but it's taken forever. I don't think it's ever gonna uh come through. But once it comes through, then I only have to dash a couple of times a week for now and work on some other stuff is what my hope is. But anyway, positive thoughts. You can do it. I really like the Clarksville thing. We can do it. I'm going to make that my thumbnail and put it on here because we just need positive energy. Like when I was listening to the radio, the 80s music and then some old country and everything. It's just positive, upbeat. And if you start hearing that negative, just turn it off. Positive vibes, energetic, right? That's what got me through today. So, all right. Until next time, God bless you.